What's going on, guys? It is me, the mighty Sick Room. Back at it with Season 5, Episode 2. We are down a man this week. Gil has better things to do by updating his repertoire of jokes because he is just terrible at making jokes. He won't be with us this week. He'll be back next week. But it's alright. We still have Jared.
Everyone's favorite.
Oh, God.
Thought I was the favorite.
You're the least favorite.
Usually
For
am.
you. Yeah, but I'm the best looking.
That's not even close. That's not even close. Don't tell Jared that. Jared thinks he's sexy. He thinks he's the sexiest man alive.
I don't think.
He knows.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
You keep telling yourself that, Cheryl. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Alright,
Yeah.
we gotta talk about some hockey today. Capitals Rookie Showcase begins Friday.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and bring that up. As I make the thumbnail today. I'll make the thumbnail today for these three beautiful men. Well, two of them are awesome. I don't give a shit about Ilya Protas. I think he's overhyped.
That's very hurtful.
What? Oh my god.
He is very hyped. Remove the background. Ha 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 ha! So, Jared, how you been?
Oh, dandy.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's good, that's good. How about you, Cheryl?
She's ignoring you.
She's making dinner. That's what she's doing. She's not ignoring me, she's just making dinner.
Yes, I'm gonna make dinner in a minute. At least gonna get the home fries started. And and popcorn chicken. Because the more I think about it, the more I think I want popcorn chicken on my salad.
Oh my god, you've already had popcorn chicken 3 times in the last 2 days. Aren't you getting sick of
And
it?
your point is?
Aren't you sick of it?
Nope.
That's like Jared and his Diet Coke.
Oh.
I don't think there's much of a comparison to Diet Coke and popcorn chicken, but okay.
Jared loves his Diet Coke, but he doesn't realize Diet Dr. Pepper's way better.
I don't know what it is. I've just always loved Diet Coke.
Orange vanilla Coke Zero.
No, that is fucking disgusting.
My dad's been drinking that stuff. He really likes anything really orange flavored.
Of course he does. Of course he does. Of course he does. Oh, my fucking balls itch. Alright. Jared.
I'm sure the world needed to know that.
Yes.
Yes, they
See,
did.
he tells us to watch what we say on the thing, and then he goes and says that.
Jared, you say worse than me. Alright?
Nonsense.
You say way worse things than me, man. Alright, let me make this thumbnail. Jared, let's go ahead and get into this. We have a rookie showcase. Do you want to talk about who's on the roster?
Sure.
I was talking to Jared, not you, but sure, I guess. Chime in, Cheryl.
Well, I knew you weren't talking directly to me, but sure, let's talk
I
about the roster.
I'm sure. Last time I checked, Cheryl, on your birth certificate, it says Cheryl Ann, not Jared.
He's not wrong.
I need to see that for proof.
Probably.
Okay, now there's a scary thought.
That's gonna be a good thumbnail tomorrow. Tony Khan is weak. All right. Jared, go ahead and pull
Yes.
up the roster.
I'm looking at the rookie camp roster.
All right. So who we got? Who's showing up? And tell me three guys that point out to you that you're looking excited to see.
Well, obviously Ryan Leonard. I am interested to see how Lyndon Lakovich is going to do. I'm also interested to see how Ryan Chesley will do for defense.
I think he's the only one that. Oh no, Cam Allen's gonna be there.
Yeah. I think we got a lot of great potential here.
I'm not really interested in the goalies.
No?
Well, we'll still have Lindgren and Thompson for a while.
True.
But who knows? Maybe these guys will work their way up. Stingrays, then Bears, up to Caps. Who knows?
I think the goal is to get either Antoine Keller or Nicholas Kemp. Give me a minute. I will look up to see what players I'm looking interested into. I'm just trying to figure out how to find this thumbnail for this week's episodes because we're gonna have 4 episodes in the next 4 days. I got today's episode, tomorrow's IWC, Friday is MLB Hot Shots, and then Saturday is NFC South.
Oof.
Man, I don't know about.
Boy. Busy boy.
On top of that, I got to work on Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. So
Very busy boy.
Man, I actually honestly really want one of these Bears jerseys.
The ones you posted earlier, I like those.
The Screaming Eagle versions.
We'll talk about that too in today's podcast. But anyways, yeah, let me look that up real quick. Okay. So, Caps. Also, Ryan Leonard, Protus, and Chesley were part of the 90-man rookie photos and camp photos. All three of them showed up. So we have among rookies scheduled to participate in the camp will be Ryan Leonard, 2025 first-round pick, Lyndon Lakovich, 2024 first-round pick, Tarek Parasek, Andrew Crystal, and Ilya Protas. A total of 23 players, 15 forwards, 6 defensemen, 2 goalies will be in attendance, including 16 Capitals draft picks. We're probably going to see Crystal and Leonard throughout the entire preseason. So the preseason schedule will be, we got September 18th, September 21, September 21st against Boston, 25th in Hershey, the 2nd against Boston, and then finally they open up against Boston on the 8th for the season opener. All right. So here are the forwards that are going to be showing up in the 2025 rookie camp roster. You have Caden Bolslin, 86 Lyndon Breen, Stan Cooley, Andrew Crystal, Jackson Crowder, a guy that I'm looking forward to seeing, Lyndon Lakovich, Ryan Leonard, Eric Smateko, another guy, Tarek Parasek. What?
Potatoes.
Tarek Pearson,
No, I just got him and one went bad already, so I gotta throw them all away.
Ludwin Pearson, Ilya Protis, Miloslav Satan, Maximus Schaefer, Alexander Zutsilov, and Patrick Thomas for the forwards. Defensemen, it's Cam Allen, Ryan Chesley, John Fusco, David Gucciardi, Nolan Krenzen, Leon Mugli. And then for the goalies, it's Chase Anderson and Seth Eisel. So I'm looking forward to Mateko. I'm looking forward to Leonard. I'm looking forward to Lakovic, Crowder, Crystal, and that's about it for the forwards. As for the defensemen, it's just Chesley and Allen are the two guys I'm looking forward to.
What about Gucciardi?
I don't give a shit about him. He's an AHLer.
You think?
No, I know he's an AHLer.
I'm sure Jazz and them back there. Oh my god. Because there I thought I didn't miss there.
So, Cheryl, out of all of that, who are you most excited?
Well, like everyone else, Leonard and Chesley, and I'd like to see Lakovic. So, and then in goalies, obviously,
There's no goalies.
Kemp's not. Yeah, there's no goalies there, so would have been Kemp, but he's not there. So, but those three in particular, and Protus is Protus going to be there? I don't remember if I heard his name.
Ilya, yeah.
I'd like to see what he can do too, but so yeah, that's it for me. What am I looking for? I'm looking right at it. Not that onion. What are you snickering about?
This thumbnail I'm making for tomorrow.
Of course.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm sure it is.
All right. So yeah, that's
Are we gonna
announced.
try and get down to one of those?
Well, we can go Friday.
They're in Annapolis, right?
Yes, Friday is the only chance we're gonna have to, because Monday I saw your schedule. You got stuff to do Monday. I have to be back before 2:00 Monday. So do you. So Friday's probably the best chance we can do anything.
This Friday or next Friday?
This Friday. The 12th is this
The
Friday.
12th? I mean, I got cross country at 2:30, and my assistant coach is not going to be there. So, as long as I'm back in time for that.
I mean, it's up to you. Like I said, Friday's the only day I have a choice, because Monday I can't do it. Well, I mean,
What time?
I'm sure.
What time does it start?
It starts at 9:30.
I mean, if we're out of there by like 11,
but it runs until 12:30.
That'll be well. And that was like an hour. It'd be pushing it. We'd have to be out of there by 12 at the latest, because that would get us back. That would get us back between 1 and 1:30.
Yeah.
And I gotta be at the school at 2 to unlock the locker rooms.
So,
like I said, my assistant coach isn't gonna be there because she's out of town. Well, we'll figure it out. And if we go, we'll make sure we take pictures and we'll post them.
Well, we could technically go Friday or Monday, not Friday. We can go Friday.
Well, we'll talk about it after the show, but we'll figure it out.
All right, I'm done with that. Okay, Jared, let's get into your predictions for the regular season. Which do you want to do, West or East first?
We'll do East.
All right, Pacific or Metro or Atlantic?
Let's start with our good old Metro.
All right, who's finishing first?
My totally non-biased opinion is the Capitals.
Really?
No.
Yep, no
No.
bias whatsoever there.
All right, try to be unbiased. Stop it.
Honestly, though, I do think it will be Washington.
I don't. I think Carolina and New Jersey are better than us.
I have Carolina coming in second and New Jersey in third.
I think if New Jersey makes that move for Quinn Hughes, they're winning the division.
I'm inclined to agree.
And I think they're going to be the best team in the division if they get Quinn Hughes. I don't think Carolina does not scare me. I think Carolina will. They do this every other year. They go on a run to the conference finals, then they lose in the second round the next year, or they lose in the first round. I'm not scared of Carolina. Nikolai Ehlers does not make them a Stanley Cup contender. It doesn't make them the Stanley Cup favorites. It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jared, you're going Carolina second.
And New Jersey third.
And New Jersey third. All right, who's going fourth?
I'm going to say probably the Islanders.
You think the Islanders are going to be the fourth best team in the division over the Rangers and the Columbus Blue Jackets?
I still don't think Columbus is all that, and, we saw how shitty the Rangers were last year.
Yeah, but they have a better coach now.
Yeah, they do.
Mike Sullivan's going to have that team turned around real fast.
I don't know. He wasn't able to do a hell of a lot with Pittsburgh the last couple years.
Pittsburgh has an aging roster. The Rangers are not aging.
Yeah, the Rangers are a lot younger. I'm with Marcus. I think the Rangers are going to do a lot better than people think this year.
I think if they don't make the playoffs, they're going to be on the verge of making it. I think the Rangers are the fourth best team in our division. And if Igor plays out of his mind, they could be the third best. Honestly, I think if anyone's going to drop out, it's going to be us because of how big of a drop usually teams do after having a tremendous season the year before. We're gonna drop. Our points are gonna drop significantly because we're gonna lose games this year that we won last year.
Oh yeah. I don't see us missing the playoffs. I see us finishing third or fourth probably, but definitely not first.
Oh no! If we finish fourth, we're missing the playoffs.
Really?
The Atlantic is too good this year.
No, that's true.
You think both wild card teams will be out of the Atlantic?
Yes. There's 4 teams in the Atlantic right now that'll be 3 teams in the Atlantic that'll be fighting for a playoff position on the bottom, the 2 wild card positions. I mean, there's argument that Ottawa can finish in the top 3 this year.
They did pretty well last year.
All right.
I just have a feeling Washington is going to be trying very hard this year for Ovi's last season.
I
don't doubt that.
I'm not saying that they're not going to be good this year. I'm just telling you right now, the writing's on the wall. The Capitals made absolutely no moves in the offseason. There's nothing in this that proves to me this team is the best team in the Metro. Carolina made more moves. New Jersey made some moves. Even the Rangers made moves. Like the Caps could easily fall to 4th in this division if they're not careful. We need significant players to step up this year that we're asking way too much for, that are just still young guys that have barely played in the NHL. We're asking Miro. We're asking Leonard. We're asking Lapierre to take a big step this year, and like
he needs to take a big step.
It's too much. It's too much. By the way, wearing my season 5 shirt. I'll be wearing it in 2 weeks for the Bears game. Not the Bears game, the preseason game in Hershey. It's just it's too much to ask, and I just feel like the Capitals are going to take a big step back this year. They're going to finish third. They're going to get knocked out in the first round to the New Jersey Devils. And the Devils are going to go on a run this year. I feel like the Devils will finally go on a run this year. I think Carolina is going to choke in the second round. People are going to be like, and then their fans are still going to say that the window's still open. All right, Jared.
No.
Who are you picking at 5th?
All right, no, actually, yeah, put the Rangers in fourth for me.
Did I talk you into it? It just makes more sense.
Yeah.
It just Mike Sullivan, brand new coach. Sullivan's a
I
two-time
mean,
Stanley
yeah,
Cup champ.
it's true, because look how we were under Laviolette, and then we get Carberry, and we become monumentally better.
Yes,
Yeah, and
exactly.
actually, it wouldn't surprise me if the Rangers sneak into third, depending on who they have on their roster at the time.
The Rangers got significantly better in the offseason. They also completely and the thing about the Carolina Hurricanes, people are gonna say Kendra Miller. Kendra Miller sucks. Miller sucks, and the Carolina Hurricanes overpaid him for that money. It's gonna bite them in the ass. Miller is soft. He can't perform come playoff time. All right, who you got at 5?
I'll put the Islanders at 5.
Oh, you don't really believe in the fucking Columbus Blue Jackets, do you?
I got them in 6.
I think they take a big step this year.
Who know, like I said, well, usually my predictions end up so so.
Yeah. These are just predictions. I just think Columbus, out of the 6 teams in the division, I think Columbus could find a way to sneak into the playoffs. If any team's gonna make it outside of the top 3, Columbus and the Rangers are my 2 picks. I think the Islanders are they're gonna have another 2 years of roughness because they just traded Noah Dobson. They traded him away. They only have Matthew Schaefer on that blue line. Sorokin's not getting any younger. They don't have this all-star goal scorer on their roster yet. They're hoping to get that out of Cole Eiserman. All right, I'm assuming you got Philadelphia here at 7.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh last.
Because Pittsburgh's winning the fucking the draft lottery this year. All right, we're getting to the Atlantic,
As we all know.
which is the better of the 2 in my opinion. The Atlantic is the better of the 2 divisions. All right, Jared, who do you have winning the Atlantic this year?
I think it'll be Florida.
You got Florida winning?
Yeah.
So the defending champions reclaim the division. All right, who do you have at 2?
I think Toronto.
Do you think Toronto does what a lot of teams do when their star player walks? They go on a run.
I think they're going to take a step back, which is why I don't think they're going to win the division again. But I still think they're good enough where they can push for second.
All right. We have Florida, Toronto. Who do we have next? Who do you got at 3?
I think Detroit's going to make a big step.
Oh, shit. He's got Detroit at 3. All right, who do you have at 4?
Tampa Bay.
So you have Tampa Bay in the first wild card?
Yeah, probably.
All right. And then who do you have at 5 in their last wild card? Ottawa. You think Montreal's going to miss?
It could be close. I got them in
6.
Yeah.
I think Montreal will take a step back this year. I think next year is the year that, not this season, but the following season, when Montreal really turns it around, because then they get more likely in 2 years they'll have Jake Fowler in net, and then they don't have a goalie right now. They don't have a definitive goalie, so I can't really say. This is probably going to be, I probably have Montreal missing the playoffs too. 7, you probably have Boston.
Yes, and I got the Sabres last.
I'm going to laugh if the Buffalo Sabres find a way to sneak in the playoffs this year after how much we're shitting on them.
That would be.
They just come out of nowhere
pretty
and they
fantastic.
get really good. They just get really good. I don't think it will because Lindy Ruff is still their fucking head coach. All right.
Well, there's that.
All right, now we have the West. So let's do this. Who do you have at 1? Oh no, we want to do Central or Pacific?
We'll do Central.
Central it is. Who do you have at 1?
I got Dallas.
I think Dallas is going to take a step back this year. I really do.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Who do you have at 2?
I got Colorado. I think they're going to get a big boost getting Landeskog back and all.
For sure.
I think this is the year the Avs have a long run too. Who you have Winnipeg at 3?
Yes.
Who do you have at 4?
Utah.
5?
I think Nashville's going to get a bit better. I mean, really, how can they get any worse? That was kind of a shocker last year.
Who do you have at 6?
Probably Chicago. I think they're going to get a little better.
You have St. Louis at 7?
No, I got Minnesota there. I think
even after the news today,
What's that?
Kaprizov turned down a contract for them.
Yeah, I think if he doesn't end up re-signing with them, that's going to take a big hit for them. I think he is one of the best guys on the whole team.
Jordan needs to stop thinking, Vegas, baby. He's not going to Vegas. How many players can Vegas sign? They're fucking deep in cap hell, dude. They're not. And he's like, he's not gonna turn down multi-million and a chance to win a Stanley Cup to go back home to Russia. He's Russian. Yes, he is. Jordan does not get how important Russia and the KHL are to Russian players. If they feel like they want to go home to play a season in the KHL, he's going to go home and play a season in the KHL. Money's not going to change his decision, dude. Russians are stubborn. They're stubborn.
I think they get a lot very homesick.
Russians are very stubborn when it comes to that. They want to go home. They're going to go home. And Kaprizov,
they love their mother Russia.
Kaprizov might want to go home. He might figure, he'll play a year in KHL and then he'll come back and sign a massive contract with another team. I mean, if you look at it, and then Jordan's like, well, he's not going to miss out winning the Stanley Cup. And I said, dude, that's a crapshoot. He could sign with the best team in the league and still not win the fucking Stanley Cup in its entire time there, dude. The teams that spend the most money in the NHL free agency rarely ever win the Stanley Cup. And that's said for any sport, excluding baseball, because recently, even then, the Dodgers are probably not repeating this year.
No.
So Jordan needs to, his American ways need to turn around and shove it up his ass, because money to Russians means a lot, but it doesn't mean as much as going home to Russia. Kaprizov, we don't know what Kaprizov's going to do. He could re-sign with the Minnesota Wild. He might just want stability. He probably wants to see how the team does this year, then he'll sign with them in the offseason. I just don't think he's going to Vegas. I don't see Vegas. Not only that, Russians also love playing with other Russians. Who the fuck on Vegas is Russian?
Nobody?
Do they have any Russians?
I don't.
Dendov
I have no
or
idea.
Defornov? What's his name?
I'm going to look and see.
Defornov, I think it is. That's their Russian.
Let's see. Ivan Barbashev.
Pavel Dorvorov.
Yeah,
Okay, so they have what,
the
2?
Russians. Vegas is overwhelmingly Canadian.
Let's also look at Vegas' cap space.
What cap space?
They're -7 right now. They're -7 million in cap space. And you think you're going to afford him?
No. No way.
Let's look at their cap space next year. Look. They don't really have anyone with a lot of money coming off. They still have Mitchell Marner. His contract goes into effect this year for $12 million. They have to repay Jack Eichel. They have to pay Mark Stone in a couple of years. They still got to pay Carlson, Barbashev. I think Barbashev's also Russian. His cap hit is $5 million. I just don't see the Vegas Golden Knights getting after him. And if anything, I think the Capitals will be more aggressive than the Vegas Golden Knights. Because the Capitals are going to be in on Connor McDavid if he hits free agency.
I mean, as soon as Ovi retires, that's going to clear up a ton of cap space.
I mean, look at the Capitals' cap space this year. No, next year. So we have $4 million in cap space this year. But I mean, look at the players that are coming off. Ovi's $9 million coming off next year. Sonny Milano's 1.9. Brandon Duhaime, which I think we're going to re-sign. Flander doesn't need to be signed again for another 2 years. Lapierre is probably gone. John Carlson's $8 million comes off the book next year. TVR's $3 million. TVR's $3 million comes off the book next year. So I mean, and look, we're only paying $8 million in goaltending, dude, and that's for 2 players. Let's look at potential free agents for next year. Now here's our cap protection. So next year we're looking at $104 million in cap space, projected $36 million in cap space. When is McDavid's contract? After next year?
I think so. Yeah, I think he's got one. I think he's got this season and next season. Yeah.
He's got this season. He's got this season and he's done. The thing is,
The question is, do we really want McDavid? How well would he fit in with this roster?
I don't think he. The thing is, that's also the biggest question is the Canadians are the Oilers even going to allow him to hit free agency? I don't think they will. So yeah, he plays. He plays. So he's a UFA for next season. His age 30 season. And how much money did they offer him? Before we get. Oh no, not Connor McDavid. Kaprizov.
I don't know, Jared. You got that? I can't get to the computer, so I'll have to
what
look
was
all
that?
that up.
He turned down.
What did he turn down?
An 8-year, $128 million contract extension offer from Minnesota, which would have given him $16 million a year. He would have surpassed Alex Ovechkin's 13-year, $124 million signed in 2008.
Crazy.
Kaprizov could be who the Capitals go after, especially because Russians have a history of playing in DC.
But if he turned down that contract and it's bigger than Ovi's, can we afford him?
I don't think it was the contract.
I think he just didn't want to be there.
He wants stability. He wants to know that this team's going to compete for the Stanley Cup. That's why he turned it down.
Okay, that makes sense.
He's sick and tired.
How old is he?
He's 28. He's sick and tired of turning around and seeing that this team is not putting an effort and they're going nowhere. So I don't blame him for turning that contract down. Because this would have made him the highest paying. And he still turned that down, which tells me he wants something more than money.
Yeah.
Which the Capitals can give him. Now, if Minnesota is playing really bad this year, which is why I need Gil here. I wish Gil was here because Gil would be able to talk about this. So we'll talk to him about that next week. But let's get back to our predictions. All right, so we have the Pacific. Who do you have at 1?
I think Edmonton will take it.
You think Edmonton's going to take it? All right.
Yeah.
2?
Probably Vegas.
3?
Better go with LA.
A rematch of 2018. All right. Who do you have at 4?
I think Seattle will get a bump back up again.
I don't know, man. They got to get their players to develop. They got some three good guys. And Shane Wright, Matty Beniers, and Berkeley Cotton or Berkeley. Yeah, is it Canton? Whatever his name is. 5. Who do you have at 5?
Vancouver.
So you have both only one California team making the playoffs. Okay. 6.
Probably Calgary.
Who do you have at last?
Last place I have San Jose still.
I don't know. I think they're going to take a step forward this year. So you have.
It could go either way between them and Anaheim.
So who do you have in the wild card in the West? Well, here are your potential. You have Utah, Nashville, Seattle, Vancouver.
Yeah. I think it'll be Utah and Nashville.
Utah and Nashville? Okay.
That's actually kind of who I was thinking.
I do think the Central is a little bit more top heavy, or no, a better overall division. I think the Pacific is just way too top heavy. It's the 3 teams in the Pacific, and that's it. Everyone else is fighting for last. All right, so you have Utah, Wild, and Nashville. So who do you have winning each conference, and who do you have winning the President's Trophy?
Winning each conference, I think Florida and Dallas.
Florida, Dallas, okay.
And I think Florida's probably going to take the President's Trophy.
Okay. All right. So let's get into the playoffs then. Okay, so you'll have Washington versus Tampa Bay. Okay. Do you want to do the East first?
Sure.
All right, we'll do Atlantic since it has the higher seed. So you have Florida at 1 versus you have them against Ottawa. Okay. Who do you have winning?
Florida.
Florida in how many games?
Probably 5. I don't see Ottawa. They can probably win 1 game, but I don't see them really making a big push yet.
Okay. And so you have Toronto versus Detroit. A rematch of the original 6 teams. Who do you have winning?
I'll go Toronto in 6.
Toronto in 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we have the Metro. You have the Capitals versus Tampa Bay, which is a hell of. That could be a potential first round upset. But I already know who you're picking.
Ooh. Well, let's see. I'm going to go with Washington.
What a shocker.
I'm going to say in 7, though. It's going to be a close series.
All right, you got Carolina rematch with New Jersey, a team that New Jersey has never beat in their existence. But New Jersey should have a healthy Hughes and a potential Quinn Hughes and another player on their roster. Who do you have winning this series?
Probably Carolina.
How many games?
I think they'll push it to 7.
All right, now let's go out west. So So you said Dallas was the first team?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do Central. Central, so you got one Dallas versus you have them against Nashville. All right, who do you have winning?
I think Dallas in 5.
I don't know, this could be an upset. I think Dallas they're gonna struggle this year. I just feel like they got too much weight on them. People are gonna be bitching and complaining if they don't go to the final again, and I feel like we're gonna get a dark horse out of the West. All right, so then you have Colorado against Winnipeg. Who do you have winning?
Colorado. Say in 6 games.
Colorado in 6. Okay, so that gives us Pacific. You have one Edmonton versus this would be a good matchup. 2 wild card 1 Utah. What is Utah's? Is it UTH?
UTAH.
No, their abbreviation.
Oh. I actually don't know because last year they were doing the full name Utah. But if I'd have to say down to 3, I'd say go with UTA.
It's better than a UTI.
Ugh.
Sorry, somebody has to stand in for Gil.
Well, nowadays the NHL just puts out their full name, but there we go, 3-letter. It'll be UTA. It's UTA. Okay. All right. UTA. Who do you got winning?
Probably Nashville and
Nashville.
7.
You mean Edmonton?
Oh, duh. Yeah. Why was I thinking Nashville?
Because Nashville was against Dallas.
Yeah. Okay.
Edmonton in 7, or do you think Utah upsets them?
No. I think Edmonton in 5.
All right. Now you have the battle of the medieval times. Who do you win? Who you got winning? I think this is where Mitch Marner shows up and he chokes again.
Duh.
I'm gonna laugh if Vegas misses the playoffs.
I think we're all gonna laugh if Vegas misses a playoff.
Not Jordan. Jordan will be pissed.
Really?
No, that's Jordan. That's his problem.
All right, give it to me again. Where are we at?
Vegas, LA.
I'm gonna say LA in 7.
I'm gonna say I think LA matches up well against Vegas. If they can get goaltending, I think they beat Vegas. All right, so you have the first round: Florida in 5, Toronto in 6, Washington in 7, Carolina in 7, Dallas in 5, Colorado in 6, Edmonton in 5, LA in 7. All right, so let's get into the second round. Or they call the semifinals. Semi-conference finals. We're gonna do East again because, like I said, you have the Florida Panthers winning the President's Trophy again.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Florida versus Toronto. A rematch. Florida versus Toronto. Who do you have winning? I mean, it's obvious. I know who you're going to pick.
Probably Florida.
And how many games?
I think it'll go the full 7.
Florida in 7. All right, so now we have... That was the Atlantic. So let's go to the Metro. You have a rematch of last year. Washington versus Carolina.
I hate to say it, but probably Carolina in 7.
I don't know, dude. I'm not going to be shocked if Carolina gets bounced in the first round this year.
I hope, but
They don't.
that team seems to be our new Penguins. Like we just can't get past them.
Well, we've only played them twice, so they can't really make that claim.
They just always seem to play good against us, regular season and playoffs.
Well, we beat them 3 out of 4 games 2 years ago. We just can't win in their building. That's the biggest problem. And come playoff time, we just can't win in that building. We've never won a playoff game in that building. We're 0 and what is it? 0 and 5.
Something like that, yeah.
All right, so let's get into the West. We have a rematch of Colorado Dallas. Colorado's got to win it eventually, right?
Yep.
Or is this the same? Well, Colorado has beaten Dallas before, unlike LA with Edmonton. There was a period of extent where Colorado would beat Dallas a lot. Colorado beat Dallas like 3 years in a row in their matchups, and then Dallas recently just finally beat them. So Dallas has been owning them since. But Dallas was like 3-0 against them. Then Colorado won 3, and then Dallas has won the last 3. So does that mean Colorado's going to win this?
Hmm.
All right, Jared, your predictions.
I will take Colorado in 7.
I feel like Colorado's in a better shape than Dallas right now. I don't trust their head coach, but you said 7. You think Dallas is going to lose a game? Well, they don't have Peter DeBoer, so yeah, it's possible.
Get revenge from last year, Colorado.
Yeah, I have a feeling Mikko Rantanen is going to be a non-factor this year. I really do. I don't think he's going to be a major factor. I think he's going to struggle again. All right, now you have Pacific. You have Edmonton. Speaking of Edmonton and LA, it's the 5th time the charm for LA. Jared, is 5th time the charm? I think Edmonton's got to run out of gas eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them running out of gas finally, and LA will upset them in 6.
All right, so now we have the conference. We'll do the Eastern Conference for the East Final, and we'll start with. We'll start with the East. So we have Florida versus Carolina. Florida repeats, huh? Florida in 4, you say, right?
Against Carolina?
Or does Carolina get 2 wins this time?
Nah, let's go another Florida in 5.
Florida in 5, okay.
We'll give Carolina one little win again to get their hopes up.
The 2026 Eastern Conference champions. What a shocker. The Florida Panthers.
I mean, they're just so stacked. We haven't seen a team this good in so long. I think they're even better than Tampa Bay was the last few years.
I think they're better than the Islanders. I think they're better than the Islanders team that won 4 straight.
Might be, yeah.
They have such a good system, too. All right, so now we have the West Final, which is Colorado, LA, which we predicted last year.
I'm gonna go with Colorado in 7.
So hold on, does Colorado have the home? Yeah, they have the home field because they're 2 in LA. I don't know if LA can get past Edmonton. I think LA will go.
That's why I said 7. It really could go either way. It could be a good series.
2026 Western conference champions, the Colorado Avalanche. Here's the one thing, though, I'm going to say. If Colorado does make it to the Stanley Cup final, Florida's not three-peating.
No.
Yeah, I got Florida going for the three-peat.
You got Florida going for the three-peat. I'm sorry, but it's Colorado's 3-0 in the Stanley Cup final for a reason. Once they get there, they win.
It's just that Florida is just so stacked.
Yeah, but so was Tampa Bay, though, dude. And Colorado dispatched them like it was nothing. If Colorado gets to the Stanley Cup final, I think Florida will. Florida is such a good team that it'll go 7. I just feel like this is. You also got to look at the fact that Florida might run out of gas, and this could be it.
Yeah, if they're playing 6 and 7 games in the playoffs.
Yeah, so you have Florida winning in 7 against Toronto, Florida winning in 5, so they played 5, 7, so that's 12, plus another 5 is 17, and then you have them going 7 against Colorado. Like, they're going to be completely exhausted. I just, there's a reason why no one has three-peated in a long time.
I mean, if any team I feel like can do it, it's Florida with what they
I think so. But I think the worst matchup for Florida is Colorado. I feel like if Colorado makes it, because Colorado, remember the last time a team was going for a three-peat, Colorado beat them. They did the same thing to the New Jersey Devils, who was trying to repeat. New Jersey was trying to repeat. They beat New Jersey. Colorado has this distinctive ability to go on these runs and beat teams that are trying to repeat championships. So I feel like if Colorado makes it, especially the President's Trophy, I think that's the biggest factor in this situation. I don't think Florida goes on a run if they're the President's Trophy winner. That's just why I'm more keen. If someone wins it, I think Edmonton could win it, or I think someone out of the Pacific is going to win the President's Trophy, and then falter in the playoffs. I just don't think Florida is going to win the President's Trophy. I don't even think they're going to win the division. I think Toronto or Tampa Bay are going to take a step forward to them. Florida's still going to be this threat, though. They're going to find a way to win. So this ultimately, yours and Gil's predictions are the same.
I see me and Gilvis are doing the same.
Let me see what Gil predicted. So Gil predicted, okay, so this is what Gil predicted. So he predicted, in the essential, he's got Winnipeg repeating as President's Trophy winners. He's got Colorado, Dallas, St. Louis as wildcard 1, Chicago at 5, Utah at 6, Nashville at 7, Minnesota at 8. So you and him kind of agree with Minnesota being on the bottom. Pacific, he has LA winning the division, Vegas and Edmonton again, Calgary at wildcard 2. So then in the Metro, he has New Jersey winning, Carolina, Washington, Columbus, Philadelphia, New York, both New York teams finishing 6 and 7, and Pittsburgh at 8. And then at the Atlantic, he has Toronto, Tampa Bay, Florida, Ottawa, Detroit. He had Ottawa and Detroit making the playoffs. So those were his picks for the regular season. Now, for the playoffs, Gil has Winnipeg over Calgary in 5, Colorado against Dallas in 7. So you both agree that Colorado's going to beat Dallas. He has St. Louis beating LA in 6. He has Vegas beating Edmonton, getting revenge in 6. Then in the second round, he has Colorado beating Winnipeg in 6. So you both have Colorado winning against Winnipeg and Dallas, both in 7 and 6. You just have them flipped. He has Vegas beating St. Louis in 5. Then he has Vegas beating Colorado in 7. So he has Vegas going to the Stanley Cup final. In the East, he has Toronto over Columbus. So he has Columbus making the playoffs. Oh my God, he has Columbus. He has Ottawa and Columbus making the playoffs. Okay, so he has Toronto in 5. He has Florida in 6. He's got the Devils over Ottawa in 7. He's got us over Carolina in 6. He's got Florida in 6, New Jersey in 7 over us, and he has Florida knocking out New Jersey in 5 to go back to the Stanley Cup final, and he has Florida in 5 over Vegas getting revenge. See, I think Florida would be would benefit way too much against Vegas because Vegas does not. I don't trust their defense without Alex Petrangelo on that blue line. It looks weak. Vegas needs to make another move on the blue line. Noah Hannafin is basically and I think because they don't have Shea Theodore is also there, but he's all right. He's not as good as he used to be. So you both have Florida going back to the Stanley Cup and winning. You two are deferring with. You both have Colorado in the Western Conference Finals. You just have he has Vegas winning the conference finals. You have Colorado winning it. My predictions are going to be a little bit more different than you guys. So that is all the time we have. What's up?
There's a shocker.
You guys have. This is all the time I have for this week, episode 2. We'll be back next week with my predictions, and then finally we'll get into actual hockey talk of games because the next week we'll be preparing for the preseason. Will have already started, and we'll be getting ready for that Thursday night game in Hershey. So we will preview that game as well. Anyways, Caps on 3.
I'm so sad. Sure.
Hold on, what were you saying, Cheryl?
But I'm so sad I'm going to miss that game on the 25th because I'll have a freaking cross-country meet.
Let's go Caps on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go Caps!